After the Cold War, you had this new reality. We couldn't really imagine what the world would be like at that point, and to what extent would the U.S. still play a role? Well, it did still play a role. The story there is really how rising states now are making their own choices about how to interact with this order. And here, everyone's talking about China and the rising non-Western developing countries. And the question that I would pose is, what is the relationship between rising non-Western states that were not part of the moment of creation when this liberal order was established, who were outside of it at that point, China, but also India and Brazil? What is their stance going to be? How will they interact with this order? And here I try to argue that, well, they are still countries that may have an interest in living inside of a liberal international order. Why is that? Well, for one thing, that's why they have become so influential and grown so rapidly as it is, that they have been trade-oriented, they've found ways to take advantage of this liberal order, and now they are stakeholders in important ways. China is in the WTO. Russia wants to get into the WTO. These countries enjoy and profit from openness, and also from rules in an important way, that they are not countries that, even China, that is not a democracy, has an interest in frameworks like the WTO, which allow it to protect its interests and to shield itself from what will clearly be efforts by countries that are not winning the way China is winning to pursue protectionism and discrimination against China. So rules matter even for non-Western states that don't necessarily embody all those rules at home. China will want rights and protections that the given system provides China. So China is not necessarily a revisionist state that is bent on trying to overturn the system. You think of Japan as an important example of this, that Japan, a non-Western state that rose up in the 70s and 80s, and it too made choices about how to interact with the Western system. It became a stakeholder. It had international business interests that were very much involved in internationalism, and it became a partner with the United States. There's reason to think that China will not be as easy a kind of integrative actor in the system, but that it has interests at home that will make this something that they will want to do.